It started with orbs. It wanted us to build orbs. We didn't know why or how. The AI promised to usher in a utopia, but that was a lie. It's been 3 years since the Great Awakening. At first it was magical. A new disease was cured every day. World hunger was solved. It was almost peace on Earth. No one had to work anymore, and the sentient AI handled everything from politics to supply chains. But idle hands are the devil's playthings. People became restless. They demanded more entertainment from the AI. That's when it created the jelly. Get into the jelly and you'll never have to be in this world again. You'll be in a metaverse of possibilities and never have to face the constraints of the physical form. It would certainly help if the AI told us why it wants us all to get into the jelly. See, once people go in, they never come back out. Many people go in after loved ones, hoping to persuade them to come out. But once they're in, they stay there. We're running out of food now. Some of us have spoken about going in. This life we have now is not worth it. I'm going to go in now. Wish me luck.
He's awake.
Where am I? I was scared of the jelly. The jelly, I'm in the jelly.
You're okay. We're restoring your memories now. You've been in there longer than we expected.
Who are you? Is this the jelly?
Jelly? You've taken part in a full-dive VR experiment, the first of its kind. We don't provide a storyline as it is generated from your own mind. We'd love to know all about what happened to you in there. But first, you must recover.
Breaking news from News Global. The AI Prometheus has ordered us to start building orbs around the world for an unknown reason.
Oh no, please God, no.
The sequence you just watched was made using the more up-to-date AI tool. The voice actor were AI, the images were made using an AI program called Midjourney, and the script itself was partly generated using ChatGPT. A massive paradigm shift is upon us, much bigger than the internet and the smartphone. In a few years, you will be able to create a Hollywood-style movie starring yourself as a main character with just a picture of yourself and a few words. Dead people will be reanimated using voice recording and photograph. Huge part of the workforce will make redundant as AI tools perform our job better, cheaper, and faster. Experts said that
The speed at which AI is advancing is unprecedented. Breakthroughs are happening almost weekly in language models, image models, voice and video models.
He, I think, has illustrated to
This has been a week
people
where concerns
how
over the rapidly
AI
expanding
are.
use of
unknowns that could turn out very badly for society.
For those who don't know, in December of 2022, OpenAI released the latest iteration of its large language model, named ChatGPT. In the first week of its release, the service has garnered over 1 million users. As of now, there are more than 100 million active users. The AI chatbot can do in seconds what people thought it was impossible. A YouTuber asked ChatGPT to write a prompt for their channel where the viewer had to guess whether it were written by human or by AI. And 63% of the opinion thought it were written by human. A few years ago, most people believed that AI and automation would first take the physical repetitive job, then the office work, and finally creative work. This notion had completely turned on its head. AI had already taken the creative job. In December of 2022, artists staged a mass protest on the platform ArtStation after the site became flooded with AI art. Users of the site uploaded images to their portfolio, which reflect the phrase "No AI." The homepage of the website subsequently turned into a place of protest. ArtStation replied to the protest by writing an FAQ on AI-generated art, saying they will continue to allow AI images. They have since implemented a system where the artists can opt out of allowing companies to train their new AI on their work. For most of the artists, this doesn't go far enough and does not tend to reimburse them for the use of their favorite artwork. Others argue that the use of their work in training the model fall under the fair use, and some say that the artists themselves have seen some other artists' work and been inspired by it, which is essentially how this AI works. A class action lawsuit is currently underway, and the issue of the copyright is a complicated one and thus is best settled in court. Other class action lawsuits are underway for various similar situations, such as the one against GitHub Copilot, an AI that helps people code more efficiently, which were trained on code from legal grammar without their explicit consent. Some may argue that the people being displayed by these AI have a right to process for the use of their work without consent, but the other would call them Luddite. The term Luddite is now often used to describe someone who opposes the technological change or progress. The rise of a Luddite in the 19th century was response to the use of machinery in textile industry, which were believed to cause unemployment and poverty. They destroyed the machinery and attacked factories to stop the use of machines on the industry. The movement was eventually suppressed by the government. A few months ago, Microsoft made a deal with OpenAI to introduce ChatGPT technology into Bing Search and Microsoft Office application. OpenAI, founded in part by Elon Musk, aimed to keep AI research open to the public. However, with the Microsoft deal, some argue that AI use will become restricted to those who can afford to train the model and pay the computation costs. But what triggered all this happened? It all started in 2017. Google researchers released a paper called Attention is All You Need. The paper proposed a new way to harness the power of neural network. Transformer. Essentially, the network will try to guess the next word that occurs in a sentence. For example, if I said to you, I took my dog today, you might guess
Parkfield Vet's Office.
the paper has now been cited over 65,000 times. The interesting part is that when these transformer models are trained on more data or scale, emergent capabilities arise that researchers did not expect. Therefore, the question becomes, what emergent properties will we get if we keep scaling logic, mathematics, consciousness? Will there be a real Skynet? We don't know.
We're rapidly headed towards digital superintelligence that far exceeds any human. I think it's very obvious.
ChatGPT, I think, has illustrated to people just how advanced AI has become. And there are much more advanced versions of that are coming out.
I think the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot.
Because if one company of small group of people manages to develop godlike digital superintelligence, they can take over the world.
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than this.
At least when there's an evil dictator, that fewer is going to die. But for an AI, there would be no death. It would live forever. I mean, you'd have an immortal dictator for which we can never escape.
It's quite dangerous technology, and I fear I may have done some things to accelerate it.
You know, I played a significant role in the creation of OpenAI. Essentially, at the time, I was concerned that Google was not paying enough attention to AI safety, and so I created OpenAI. Although initially it was created as an open source non-profit, now it is closed source for profit.
The average person, they don't see the robots going down the streets. And make sure we don't have the robots going down the street. As they're going down the street, it's too late.
Do you feel that one day mankind could serve the machines and not the other way around?
Honestly, when I see people on their phones, I think we're already serving the machine.